kick it. People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to live. West. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The numbers for him from a week ago, 13 carries, 55 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Justin Jackson.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Pass complete.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes this.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it. On the offensive side of the ball, you say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Set it up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They go over the middle. It's complete to start the drive. And it's a fumble. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Shotgun now for Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr, he'll set up the screen to Drake. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Brings up
off the play fake to Eckler. It's Herbert. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 27 yards there, a first down.
Complete to his.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Jonathan Abram.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 78 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now if they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run here with Eckler. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert, and that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22, Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Eckler. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. And they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Raiders 7.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working from the gun, it's caught. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's third down.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Going on the ground with Eckler. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Justin Jackson.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 yards.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that'll set them back 5. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
And then 15 yards to go.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He'll drop this down to Jackson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Carr. And across up the football near his own goal line. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Set to kick off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10.
And now Derek Carr, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he dumps it to Eckler underneath. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Eckler. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders.
Now it's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. Because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The final shot here before half for Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert caught Eifert over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Tyler Eifert.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Chargers.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And Cook has it, left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Chargers.
Herbert on first down now. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that back to Allen, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Number 20.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Chris Harris on the cover.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's A.J. Cole now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Been a good leadership and a good distributor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Los Angeles.
On the ground, it's Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The tackle made by Jonathan Abram. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Herbert. That's caught by Kelly. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
on 3rd down. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
To Austin Eckler. A gain of 9 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's caught by Jackson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Justin Jackson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. And the Raiders.
Again, Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Herbert. Hard throw, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
So out come the Raiders. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 20.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, the open man here, Renfro. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good.
16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
That's the end of the 3rd.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Got a man, that's Quinn. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Trey Quinn. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Kenneth Murray.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And it's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They started on the ground with Eckler. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Here is Eckler. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Eckler, the ball
following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 35-yard line.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield, go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
41, Raiders 7.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raiders offense ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Carr now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
At their own 30.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. And now here come the Raiders.
Now this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Sheldon Richardson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr, a short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's Eckler again. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Shoves him aside.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4 and 6.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6 and 4 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.